Today we're going to destroy some value, because I'm going to open them. Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name is Steve, and today we're destroying some value with a lot of newer stuff. Although, funny enough, most excited thing probably on the table is the She Spawn here, because I've just been really pumped about getting this one in particular, especially with the weapons. Because one, I think she looks cool. Two, I think that weapon's going to look great with the custom Angela I did, even the sword, and then I just have her with the sniper. Like, even some of the weapons I could put with the Commando Spawn. And it's odd because I know a lot of people were crapping on this figure because it's a $40 figure, which is kind of nuts. But the accessories are actually pretty, like, impressively sized. Like, that sniper rifle is almost as bigger than her. So, to me, it didn't seem too bad. Though I do say the box could be smaller. But one thing I was super excited was I was at a Second of Charles and came across this set, which is the only thing I didn't have from the arcade NECA line of the Alien vs. Predator figures of Dutch and Linn. So, snagged these up. Asked Hernandez if he wanted one. He didn't, for reasons. Also, it appears I have gotten something on the package, but that's fine. It's getting pitched anyways here. Oddly enough, I bought this mainly because I like AEW, and I like collecting the wrestlers that used to be in WCW. So I don't have a newer Sting figure, so decided to grab this one. I hear it's really good, especially watching other like wrestler toy vloggers really hyping up this figure. So staying on the shelf, decided to grab it, and I know it's a little bit harder to find compared to a lot of the other AEW figures. And then finally got a hold of Thailog from Gargoyles, which is essentially just Goliath with a, I think, just different head. Not 100% on that. We'll find out here in a few. But snagged him. But anyways, gonna start cracking these open. I think I'm gonna save the Jessica for last. We'll get into the Sting because it's the one, like, I'm pretty pumped that I found this, and I kind of want to save the box, but there's not really a way to save the box because the card's actually glued in on the back here. To be fair, do I really need to open them? He could just hang out down there in the package. I'll open it. We don't call us destroying the value for nothing. Maybe see if I can save the thing. Because I'm not 100% if it's actually hooked on the card. Because it looks like it shouldn't. At least I feel like it shouldn't. Why, God, why? One thing, I love the way the packaging looks for these AEW figures, but why do you have it glued in if you just got a protective cardboard covering around it? It's silly. Alright, fudge it, whatever. Here we go. Want to save the box, but I guess I'm not. Hoo-yah. Alright. Let's get this guy unclipped. I'm not sure why I always grab my really dull ones, because you never want to take care of the small plastic pieces. But comes with his trademark black baseball bat. You get what appears to be a pair of clenched fists, and then some gripping hands. Well, actually, slightly different. Oh, they actually put plastic on them. That's sweet. So you don't have to worry about scuffing his Sting shirt. Oh man, that is that is a tightly fitted plastic. Here. Just gonna try to do this with my hands because I don't want to bust the knife out. All right, so one thing, he's not gonna appear to be. This is a very thick jacket, so he's not gonna really be able to pose with that. which I guess is fine. You can remove it because he just has the t-shirt on underneath. Oh, actually, I think it's a long sleeve. Yeah, it's a long sleeve. So you can take off the jacket if you want. And then you can just have Dad Shirt Sting with his baseball bat. This is pretty sweet still, though, even without the coat. I really love the shirt. Looks really good. The head sculpt is really great, too. Yeah, this is pretty dope. Granted, the one thing I'd like, too, is because as he's gotten older, his hair has definitely lightened up a bit. And I think they captured that very well. Kind of an ugly seam line at the top of the hair, but beggars can't be choosers. Then he's got the scorpion trunks, scorpion on the boots. Also very posable. He's got double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Every time, like, I've only bought a few of the AEW figures, but every time been pretty impressed with these overall, especially with the, because I picked up the Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho before, and I kind of wish the jacket afforded a little bit more posability, but then again, I don't think this really would have looked that great if it was soft goods. I think it would have been hard to kind of replicate that same detailing. And just like sitting on a shelf, like this will look really good. Oh, it's got the Scorpion on the back there too. So overall, I still like the jacket. And personally, I think for the price point, like this is still pretty nice for about a $20 figure. Next, let's crank into the Necas. Now this is one of the ones like I've been meaning to pick up forever, but never really had, like, I've never seen them in stores. Never. And kind of want to order it, but I don't know. I just had, like, ordering wise, I already had a lot of stuff to begin with, so they just kind of sat in the back for a bit. And then it was just as second to Charles, and they were just hanging out on the shelf. So somebody must have traded them in. Oddly enough, too, like, well, I was going to say, they're still, like, taped up in the package, but maybe not the bestly packaged. But now, at least I technically have another Arnold figure. With a robot-armed Arnold. Let's pop him out. Maybe. He's still kind of... Oh, man, that arm is huge. Still working on Linn. That was her name, right? Linn? 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 Can't see the box anymore. Yeah. I still got enough human characters in my collection. And, like, growing up, I always thought the arcade game was, like, the coolest thing. I still really wish I had some way of getting a hold of it. I know you can get, like, those emulator, like, they got 1,000 games on a Street Fighter fighting pad. But I would love to, like, at some point just have the actual, like, cabinet. Especially at, like, this anime convention I went to where they had, like, the Japanese cabinet. Where it's like the most basic looking thing, but it has the game on it, and that's all that matters to me. And so many little twisties. Just knock that in the little bucket down there. Alright, so for Dutch, I love how it's just like squinty eyes. Like he looks like the sun's been in his face for far too long. Definitely has a bit of a stubble going on. I'm trying to see if he actually has eyes or if it's just set up like that, but I think that's the sculpt. And he's got the Street Fighter flat top. And for the arm here, ooh, I just noticed he has an issue. This is bent, and the peg is not going into there. So, it's not broke yet, but I don't know if I could fix that right now. Try to inset that a little bit more. Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. As you see, it's already trying to make its way up. I'm gonna have to probably heat it up and pop it back in. So that's a concern. Can I pose it any other way right now? So we get a bit of a rotation. That's a cool little gimmick, though. It's kind of like on a little piston. I'm super terrified about ripping these little cables out, because I definitely had that happen with a few of the Neca Predators. And then, oh man, I think it's messed up back here too. Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, you can see the right there. The pins popped out there too. Alright, well, you're just going to stay on the shelf and look pretty, I guess. We're not touching that arm too much until I can get it fixed. It's got some elbow pads. It's got army pants on. He does have a swappable hand, so if you want open hand, closed hand, this goes over top of his gun here. Maybe. I think that's about as good as it's getting. Pew, 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 you guys can imagine. And then, well, I don't know, you guys can probably hear the voice, but I'm fairly disappointed in this thing currently. But, it happens sometimes. What about Linn? Linn good? Linn good? Linn good? Linn's got a weird thing going on with her neck. Ooh, she's got a little bit of yellow, some of the yellows painted up on the neck piece there. Overall, not too bad. Just waiting to break something. Something's broken on this too. I'm just waiting for it. What seems neat is you can store the sword. And she actually has a holster for her handgun too. So that's pretty sweet. I actually really like that. Pants kind of look like Ripley's a little bit. The top section is definitely something different. The only thing I'm not that into is her head has a bit of like, if you want it to be natural looking, it has a little bit of a lean to it. So she always has that like side thing, like, kind of going on. But not too bad. Probably just gotta have her hold on the sword more than likely. More than like, oh man, that's a tight fit. It's in though. It's kind of like, how do you position that in a way to make that look more badass instead of her just kind of give you that side glance, like questioning your life morals? Overall, the aliens and predators are definitely better than the people. God, yeah, like, especially like her profile, it seems super high up. The way her neck is. Ooh, that moves though. Yeah. Now she's got her own laser beam. Pew pews. Alright. Move these aside. She has an extra hand for the gun if you really, really want it. Anyways, where's Thailog? Set him down. There we go. Alright, Thailog, don't disappoint me now. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Oh, found a knife. I'm trying to do this as much as I can without editing. I know this is going to be a longer video. Ooh, you got a lot of stuff. That's the only cool thing about this release when I first seen it. This guy has giant wings. He has what I was originally thinking about using for my Yusuke Spirit gun, but decided just to make my own. Is it just the one? This thing is massive. Oh god, it's also heavy. Oh, that's terrifying. That is so terrifying. Ooh, I like the gun though. Gun's pretty dope. Oh, okay, so that probably... Yeah, okay. I was like, I think it's a missile. So these are super fragile. Just be careful what you're sitting it on. Please don't sit it down too abruptly. Not sure why. It's got some gray paint right there. But you can put that there. Then this goes in here. Oh. There needs to be some kind of support there. It'll hold. Like, it'll do it. But I could feel it, like, shifting when I let that thing go. And I don't trust that peg to last, like, to hold that position for long enough. Kind of wish it was either a deeper peg or maybe even, like, a metal rod. Would have been much appreciated. But it'll do it. Like, the more I shift it, you could feel it's kind of starting to loosen a little bit. So, if you're going to pose them with that, I would recommend having the stand. Or like, somewhere where it's not going to be jittery, because over time I can see that loosening up a bit. Then you get a clench fist. And up there for different ones. I imagine that one's for the gun. There's a third. Where'd the third one go? Somewhere on the floor, I'd imagine. Get a tail. Get the briefcase. I think it has monies in it. All the monies all the time. Is it just his feet that are hooked in? Looks like it. Might be able to snag those from the back. Let's see, is the other one already... Why does this one just have one just hanging out there? It's like somebody failed at the factory. It was just like, yeah, fudge it, we'll make a new hole. It's just... What is it doing? Oh, nope, he's got one on his tummy. Got one on his tummy. Oh, man, that almost looked like claw for a minute. I thought I got ripped off when I ripped off on Goliath. Oh, there we go. Alright, so he's super blue. I actually really dig the way the blue is on the wrapping here. Looks really... I was about to say, wait a minute, why does he have a hole in his cloth? he's like, you know what? I don't have to worry about lifting up when I sit down. I was like, oh yeah, he has a tail. Don't mind me. He's just standing out there. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Oh, okay, I think oh, I did not get that in. This might be an off-camera kind of putting in. Just fit in the... I think we're good. One thing is I kind of wish I had a little bit of texturing to the tail, but it matches pretty well. Like, the coloring is pretty spot on. Like, especially if it's just going to be on your shelf, like, that'll work. Head. Got some red eyes. Hair looks nice. It's very silvery. Overall, I imagine it's going to have about the same problems as Goliath had, where you're not really... Right now, you can kind of pose the head pretty well, but once you put the wings on, it just kind of limits your movement a little bit. Whew, hiccup. In the case, all the monies and keys, which actually would make for... I blanked out for a second. I apologize. It'd be good for accessory to go along with other figures, is what I'm trying to say. For toy photography. I think would be cool. Probably gonna actually... Oh, how do you do... I don't know if you could do both. Because I wanted to have him holding the case and shooting the gun. Okay, where's the other hand? There was... Aha! Ah, it's a fudge clenched fist. Alright, so not sure if I could do both. Maybe it could hold on to a finger. Maybe you could just like, maybe you could just, that looks natural. Right. Okay, guess I'll put the wings on. Maybe. I always find these wings a little bit scary, but they're super cool though. Like the detailing on these things are great. They just take up so much space. Like I still don't know where the heck I'm putting this. But they go in real easy. Oh. Oh. I hate that sound. Just like every time, just bad memories. But again, goes in pretty easy. And then that ratchet just bends into place. And now he's fully expanded. Looks great. Like, again, really like the Goliath figure. This is just that same figure, but with cooler stuff. Because you get a briefcase of monies. And this neat looking gun effect that's still terrifying, but still neat nonetheless. And I want him to be able to hold that. So first time's always a bit of a pain. So in that regards, do I just use the clench fist then? I don't know yet. Not quite committed to that one. Damn it. Fit in his fingers. Because that's the other thing. Because I just want to make sure that he's actually going to be able to, like, hold it, you know? Well, it'll hold it. Like, that'll work. Again, like, holding onto it, it felt terrifying. And I think a lot of that's just because I could feel it moving, but maybe it's just because it rotates a little bit. But no, that'll do. Again, still wish it was a metal rod, because then I definitely know it was going to be super secure. But that'll be fine. Just make sure you don't hit it. Again, it's definitely going to be you put it somewhere where the cats or children or just no one's going to be able to touch it. It'll be perfect. But anyways, on to the final one, the one I'm most excited about. Which is weird, right? Because to be honest, like I loved Gargoyles as a kid, so you think it'd be that guy. But I'm more excited about like Lexington and Hudson and them, which they just got announced recently too. More so than him or even Demona. She was my evil girl crush as a kid. But anyways, getting her out of her little cardboard prison. You held in with stuff? You're held in with stuff. So many things held in with things today. You think more people would just go like the Japanese collectible route and just put another plastic piece over top of it, call it a day? Set up all these little plastic nubbies. Oh, each of the weapons have one too. What the heck? I've been betrayed. This one even has two. Are you looking at the gun though? I love that it has like metal chains actually on it. I think it's pretty sweet. Granted, I think that, to me, I think works better with Spawn. More so than her. Even though it's technically chick Spawn. So, chains are a way of life. Oh, man. There's another bird. I don't want to keep calling pegs. Whatever these little plastic annoyances are. To keep my toys safe. Oh, this is kind of hefty. It's got a mace on the end. Ooh. it's so bendy and it concerns me. Hold on a second. So here's the custom Angela I was talking about that I weathered and touched up a little bit here and there. Also 3D printed a sword and had to fix the sword after 3D print it because I found out resin and thinness is not the best way. So I've been trying to think of a good way to fix this. I even wrapped the handle. And to be honest, I saw her coming out and was like, man, these weapons, at least hopefully, would look great. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. I'm liking that a lot, actually. Not enough for the character, for the not original intended purpose. Oh, and still in. We'll work around it. Oh, she scratched me. How dare you? That hair is sweet. Also, kind of obnoxiously in the way of everything, if I'm gonna be honest. I love the red, though. Red looks sweet. I also like, too, that you can see, like, the crinkling of the material around the hips there. Makes it look a little bit more lifelike. Jacket looks cool. Maybe use a little bit more dry brushing of some silver here and there, which I might do. Oh. I think I need to pick up some rub and buff for her. Boots look good. My only concern is for the head. The hair kind of limits the posability a bit. But head sculpt looks really nice on it too, though. Yeah, overall I'm digging this pretty well. This is pretty sweet. Then for the rest of her accessories, she comes with giant gun abomination with some chains on it. That also just come off super easy. Is that supposed to do that? Am I supposed to do something with this? I don't know. But looks nice, although the barrel's bending a bit, but nothing a little bit heat. Also, why is there so many, like, there's like, it's a gun and a gun. Because there's a clip there, there's a clip there, there's a clip there. I think that's a clip back there. You can see like another hand. This is confusing me. Because there's a handgun strap there, but that is, oops, way out of size. Huh. I don't know if I'm liking this one as much anymore the more I look at it. It's just kind of random mix-mash of things. Digging this one more, though. This one definitely looks a little bit more legit. And you get the... why is there so many things? Thought I was okay when I looked at it from the back. I was wrong. You guys are probably yelling at me the entire time. And I appreciate it. Get the sword out of there. Let's... Sniper rifle. Super cool. It's got the same like red wrapping around it. Dry brushing on it's not too bad either. Kind of looks like it's upside down, but I think that's just the way it rolls. Like sniper rifle works. But looks pretty sweet overall. And then you get the nice little knife, which again, well, knife, I should say sword. Kind of looks like a big old machete. But again, was kind of thinking about using this one with her anyways. More or less. I kind of wanted to get her and then just have her hanging out with the giant sniper rifle. But yeah, overall pretty pleased with it. So the underpaint's positioning maybe could be a little bit better. But outside of that, like detailed really nice. Like that's the one thing about like the new McFarlane Spawn figures is really been impressed with these things too. Just in terms of design, posability, definitely a nice improvement over the previous ones, which were like really nicely sculpted figures, but playability wise, not quite as there as some of the other companies out there. But still digging this super much. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below which one is your favorite figure I got. If you guys picked up anything recently, and help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. And we also got Instagram, Patreon, pictures, Facebook. Guys, like keep up to date with channel, donate. We're greatly appreciate it. And see you guys next video. Also, this video has been up in advance on our Patreon. So, again, if you guys like to check it out, down in the description. See you guys next video. Bye-bye.